here in the woods in Claybury Park. This is in Essex and this is where I grew up. Though there was no park here then, this was just wild land backing onto Claybury Hospital. And the only memories I've got of this are when we were sent cross-country running in the middle of winter, and I have to say it was not a pleasant memory. But coming back here now and walking through here, the memories actually are a mix. They are a mix of that fear as we ran across freezing cold water and got our feet drenched. But also there are memories now of, as I grew up, I can remember the parks that we used to go to, and we used to play football, we used to climb a little bit, and I can remember feeling free. And this was a time before screens. Well, there was TV, and even in those days there were 3 TV channels and a new one coming in called Channel 4. And we used to spend more and more time inside, but I still have strong memories almost into my later teens of us going out, of us going over the park to play cricket and football, and to play at war, which was a game in those days that we used to play quite a lot. Cowboys and Indians, as it was called. Now, as I grow up and look back on those days, I don't look with pride at the fact that we bought all of those TV images, those images from comics, not really understanding the history and falling into those patterns that were part of our grandparents' history of World War I and World War II. But as I'm here in the park now, all I can hear is nature. I can hear birds, and I'm waiting, maybe perhaps slightly impatiently, as I visit my mum during lockdown, for the conkers to fall. Yeah, conkers for conker fights. Again, I remember those battles that have become so health and safety dangerous these days. But those memories, as I go back, were definitely memories where we spent at least a little bit of time in nature. And I'm aware now that people spend no time in nature, perhaps, other than their walk to the shops. Now, that's probably very, very few people, but increasingly people are spending literally hours and hours indoors. And there are great benefits perhaps to be gained from all the skills that you can develop and the fact that you can connect across the world and have immediacy and creativity in your room without needing to leave it. And yet there is something essential here. I can feel my breathing easing. I can feel a sense of flow, a sense of positivity, and a sense of being, part of something perhaps more than just the rat race. As I look back to my childhood, not knowing what life would offer to me, this wild land that's now become turned into a fairly large park that can take a good 45 minutes to walk across, which for not far from the city, which you can see on the horizon, the City of London, that's quite a nice bit of nature to be able to share. So here I am in Claybury Park, remembering my childhood and nature around me, which feels rather beautiful.